Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the second part of my declutter series. Last week I did my nail polishes and did, I think, a pretty decent job. I will link that video down below just so you can watch the first part. This week for the second part I am tackling my lip products. This was difficult. I didn't have as many as my nail polish. My nail polish I had 437. This I'm starting off with 303 lip products. So that is lipsticks, lip glosses, lip crayons, and then liquid lipsticks. All of those combined. I didn't put lip balm and that kind of stuff in because really I can always use that stuff up. I'm never worried about having too many, so I didn't really care about that. But those four categories, for sure, I needed to whittle down. If you want to see how I did it, basically just so you know, I did split it up into those groups and then basically declutter it that way. I know that there's probably some things that look the same between each of the categories, but I figure because it's a different type of format, different type of formulation, I'm allowed to keep them. So tried my best, but yeah, keep watching if you want to see how I get my 303 lipsticks, lip products down to hopefully a manageable amount. Okay, so starting off just like I did with the nail polishes, I'm starting off with something easy and then working my way to something a little bit more ridiculous. So I'm going to start with my lip crayons. I actually only have 12 of them, and that's because I would say about a year or so ago I did a big declutter of my lip crayons and got rid of a lot of them. So this one, I think I'm going to be able to basically have it, but let us see. Okay, so yeah, I was actually able to have this completely in half. So this pile are the ones that I'm keeping, and these ones are the ones I'm getting rid of. Not to say that these aren't good, they're actually all very good, especially these Bourjois Color Boost ones. They're fantastic. I just don't wear them all that often. The Revlon ones I just don't reach for. This is just a little bit too pink for my liking, and I feel like I get these colors with the ones that I'm keeping. Now I'm keeping one of the Bourjois Paris ones, which I really enjoy. I am definitely keeping my Sonia Kashuk one because I absolutely love this. And then I have a Bite Beauty crayon, and then two NARS, and this was from the Sephora birthday gift, and then one from Nude Sticks, which is like a gel color one. So I think those are really good, and then this will have it. So now I'm left with only 6 lip crayons. So I think we're starting off pretty well. I don't think I can have any other category, maybe lip glosses, but at least it's a good start. Okay, so next up are liquid lipsticks. Now this might actually be a harder one for me because I know that I'm not going to be getting rid of a ton of them because I do have so many ColourPop and I'm not getting rid of any of those. But we'll see how well I do. I'm starting off with 75 of them, and that just seems ridiculous to have that many liquid lipsticks, but we will see how this goes. Okay, so I didn't do super well. I sure did swatch the heck out of my hand though, if you can see that. I had to, see what different colors were. I am only getting rid of 22, which will then leave me with 53 liquid lipsticks. Now I know that that's a little insane, but I just love the ColourPop ones so much and I have so many of them. And then there's some that I've recently gotten, so I do want to give those a try and I don't want to toss them aside. And I do actually wear liquid lipsticks a lot more than regular lipsticks. I find that especially during the week, I will reach for an ultra matte lip from ColourPop a heck of a lot more than a lipstick because I know I can put it on in the morning, and when I get home at the end of the day, my lipstick is still perfectly there and I don't have to worry about it all day. So I do actually get a fair amount of use out of all of these. I am going to make sure that one of my drawers is solely my liquid lipsticks for once I organize everything. That way that they're all at a handy reach and then I don't have to worry about rummaging through anything to find them. I'm sure that this number will go down a little bit just once I do try a few things like this Ciate one I've never tried, so I figured I might as well keep it. I also have those Morphe, like the lip creams. I consider those a liquid lipstick just because they are so pigmented. I still haven't tried these yet, so we'll see how it goes, and I might, once I try something, if I find that it's separating or it's just not feeling good on the lips, then I'll probably toss that in the future, but that will have to come over time and not right now because I don't want to make any, you know, like really quick decisions and then I find that I actually wish I kept it in the future. So yeah, but 53 liquid lipsticks is not horrible, and yeah, we'll see if I can do better on other categories though. Okay, so next up is lip glosses, and I actually think this one's going to go relatively well because I already know what my plan of attack is for this. I really, as you probably know, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses. I plan on at least keeping all of those, but for the most part getting rid of the majority of my lip glosses so that I only use those ones. I don't use a ton of lip glosses. I do like to wear lip gloss, it's just that I love the Anastasia ones so much that I always reach for those ones first. So there's no point in keeping all of these other random ones, unless, of course, there is like a cool color or something, then I'll keep that. Or it's Chanel or something, you know, higher end. But for the most part, the majority of these babies are going bye-bye. I'm starting off with 73 of them, and if I have like 30 left by the end of this, I'll be surprised. If I have more than that, I'll actually be kind of disappointed, and I'll probably try and get rid of more from the to keep pile. But let's go. Okay, I did it. I set that goal of 30 in my mind, and I actually stuck to it. I actually had 35 at first when I did my first like declutter, and then I ended up being able to get rid of 5 more. Mainly just because the colors were a little bit too similar to other ones I had, so there's really no point in keeping that. So you can see that I definitely kept all of my Anastasia ones. I also kept I think all of my ColourPop ones, but I really have to see if I like this formula. I'm not really super sure, so some of these might actually be going, not this one in particular. This one's gorgeous, but some of the other ones, I tried to make sure that I kept like interesting colors, like this gold and this like champagne-y bronze shade. Make sure that I had like darker ones, bright pinks, neutral colors. I tried to have a really nice like gamut, and then of course like things like MAC ones. I only have 2 MAC lip glosses, but I just wanted to make sure that I still had them. And Chanel, so NARS, anything higher end, Dior. If I really liked it, I wanted to keep it. But all of the ones over here, it's not to say that these aren't good glosses. I actually adore the Buxom ones, but this color was just too close. These Essence XXL nude ones are actually super nice as well. And let's see, what other brands do I actually really like their lip glosses for? This Buxom one, White Russian, did I not keep? Yeah, I had 2. I had 2 of them, so what's the point of that? So get rid of one of those, but yeah, like the Buxom ones, and then I'm trying to find another one that I actually really like. Yeah, the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie glosses. I actually really like these as well, but I just don't tend to reach for these now just because I've fallen in love with the Anastasia ones, and I do have some like really nice like neutral colors with those that I reach for, I would say, at least a couple times a week. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. Unfortunately, except for the odd one that's still sealed that I know that I've never used, I do have to toss all of these because I don't think anyone that I know is going to want to use a lip gloss that I've personally used. That's just kind of unhygienic, but there's a couple that haven't, like these Burt's Bees ones and this Arbonne one, they're still sealed so I can give them away to friends, but the rest of them unfortunately are going to have to go into the trash, and I kind of hate doing that. And it's making me want to really consider purchasing things more because I'm going to have to throw all this out, and I just think that it's literally going to sit in a landfill till the end of time because none of this stuff is ever going to break down. So that's a little sad. But happy that I'm downsizing in my life, and hopefully it will keep me in check with buying lip glosses, unless they're Anastasia, which then it would have to replace one of the ones, because I really don't want my lip gloss collection to get much bigger than this. Okay, last but certainly not least, and this is going to be quite the tackle because it is the largest group of things, it is my lipstick. So this is like anything like a regular lipstick, or things like these like long stick ones like the ones from ColourPop. Basically, yeah, I have 143 of these. I've already done the math of how good I'm doing so far, and if I wanted to split my whole collection in half, I would only be allowed to keep 60 of these. I honestly don't know if it's viable for me to get rid of 80 lipsticks, basically, but if I can get rid of, I would say, 50, I think I'd be pretty happy, but we'll see how it goes. This might be really difficult, but I'm going to try and be very strict on myself and think, will I ever use this, or do I need it for a very specific like type of, if I want to do a makeup look soon, or during the summer do I want to wear it, something like that. But yeah, I have to be very, very hard on myself for this because it's just getting a little bit out of hand where I just don't reach for any of my lipsticks except for the odd few because I'm just so overwhelmed with how many colors I actually have. Okay, so I actually stopped the camera just because I didn't really want the pressure of like having to do it in time, but I basically separated it into two groups and I knew that I didn't get rid of enough. So what I did is I actually organized all of these, not that it looks like it, but I organized all of these by like color, so like purples, reds, all that kind of stuff. And then I just started swatching like a crazy person for probably about 45 minutes of trying to figure out like which shades I really needed and which ones I could kind of get rid of, that kind of stuff. And I just didn't really want to film all that stuff because I was going to speed it up anyways. But so basically, I think I've actually done really well. As one of them rolls away, no, you're staying. This is my to-go pile, and this is my to-keep pile. In my to-go pile, I actually have 60 lipsticks that are going away, which I think is actually pretty awesome. That means that I am left with 83 lipsticks, and I'm getting rid of 60 of them. I'm just so happy with this kind of split. I think that this will actually almost fit into my organization thing now, which is really nice. I do have to tweak that a little bit because I still think it's going to be a little bit overflowing, but I am really happy with it. There are a couple things in here that I've yet to use. So like this Chanel one, I know it's crazy. It's just been sitting in the bottom of a bag and I've never used it. I do have an extra backup of Riri Woo from MAC. This is in the special packaging, and then I also have it in like the regular packaging that came with the first collection. So I refuse, even though I have two of them, I refuse to get rid of the other one because it's more of like, this is more of like a collector's item for me. And then I made sure that I was going to keep, basically, I think I did. Actually, I kept all of my Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks because these are probably my favorite drugstore lipstick of all time. So that had to stay. Basically, almost all of my Maybelline stayed. There was a couple that I did get rid of. I was actually surprised that I got rid of a fair amount of Revlon ones. It's just the shades were relatively similar, but I do still have some mixed into my collection because I do actually really like those ones. I have some NYX left. I kept all of my Urban Decay ones from before they brought out the Vice lipsticks. I love these. I actually got rid of a fair amount of my Burt's Bees ones, not to say that these are bad by any means, but they are pretty sheer and it's just not my kind of look. And yeah, I think I have a good mix of that. I made sure that I kept a fair amount of these, so that still count like my little mini ones. These ones are easier to get through, so I'm going to hope to start using these a little bit more. And I'm definitely going to start wearing all of my lipsticks a heck of a lot more than just the few that are always at the top. I'm going to make an effort to actually wear a lot of these. If I could like wear one of these, a new one each day for the next 83 days. That would be kind of cool. Maybe I could do that and then document it on my blog. That would be fun, and like create looks around each lipstick. That would be cool. So maybe I might do that just so that I can actually get use of lipsticks more often than I do. But yeah, I think I did relatively well. Stay tuned after this to hear what the grand total was and my final thoughts on my declutter of lip products. Okay guys, that lipstick one, like the actual just like regular tube lipstick, that was so difficult, but I was actually really proud of myself, and I'm actually really proud of myself of how I did in total. So unless you were doing the math again to figure it out, I am left with 172 lip products, which I know is still a ton, but that's 44% less than what I had before. So I had 303 before, and now I'm left with 172. So it's not quite having my collection, but it is quite a decrease, and I'm hoping that everything will fit into my organization units now. I tend to keep my glosses all together in a separate container, and then I have a little like those like Rubbermaid ones with like the 2 drawers. It's a little bit tinier. I'll probably put one of those containers with the liquid lipsticks for like the bottom pull-out drawer, and then the top drawer hopefully fit most of my lipsticks. All of my high-end ones, I do tend to try and have them out on my vanity, just so that I can see them. So hopefully everything will fit there, but I might need to, you know, maneuver a few things here and there so that I can make sure that all of my lipsticks can fit on my vanity space. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the second part of this declutter series. I'm really enjoying filming these, and I just feel a lot lighter. I haven't gotten rid of the products yet. They're still just sitting kind of in a corner of my house, but at least I know that they're separated and they're not really kind of weighing me down emotionally and mentally. But yes, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I will be doing 2 more videos for this declutter series. Next week, I believe I'm going to be doing my eyeshadows, which will be eyeshadow palettes, eyeliners, mascaras, single eyeshadows, quads, that kind of stuff. So that will be next week, and then the following week will be face products, so foundation, powders, bronzers, blushes, highlights, all of that kind of stuff. But yes, also make sure to follow me on social media so you don't miss anything. And remember, I am still running my 5-year blog giveaway. I will put a link to that down below. You do have to be following just my blog, and you get a bonus entry if you are following my YouTube channel. You can win a huge prize pack, including a Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So I hope you all go and check that out and enter if you wish. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you next time, probably this Friday, with a brand new video, hopefully starting another new series on this channel. Bye everyone, have a great day.